Oh, it's nice to finally fucking relax and take a vacation down here in the swamps of Florida. Maybe go for a nice little dip. I don't know. See what happens. Is that a fucking gator? What's going on, friends? Logan Myerz here for Cinephellas.com. Tonight I'm reviewing one of the most terrifying films I've seen in a long time. I'm talking about the brand new film Crawl that takes place in the swamps of Florida. Hurricane Category 5 hits Florida and all hell breaks loose. Haley, she's a college swimmer, University of Florida, finds out about this Category 5. Her family's reaching out to her. They're looking for her father. He's gone missing. He hasn't answered his phone in a long time. They're all worried about, their dad, played by Barry Pepper. Huge fan of his. He's been in a lot of great films over the past, 20 years. This is not a plot-heavy film. This is a creature feature, Hurricane and Gators, and that's pretty much the setup of the film. And I love how they get right to the point. Haley's showing up to find her dad in the crawl space of their old house and what happened to him. What I love about this film, it's directed by Alexandre Aja. He directed The Hills Have Eyes. One of the really great horror remakes are actually better than the original. And the way he builds this movie and the atmosphere in this crawl space, the claustrophobic feeling of dread and terrifying events that will happen to these two people. Just a simple concept like gators, something I've never thought about, with people living down south. They come across hurricanes all the time. So you have a natural disaster and you have a predator. Two key elements in this film, and they really work well together. And the pacing was very well done in this film, and it just never let go. And this film is definitely a white knuckle, edge of your seat. You have your hand over your mouth the whole time because it's so fucking terrifying for me, especially. My two biggest fears are one being Florida and two being gators. So throwing both of my fears in this movie, it's definitely going to fuck with my head and get under my skin, which it did. So with Haley finding her dad, she could see, what happened to him and the gators. There's actually two gators down in the crawl space on one side of the crawl space and the dad on the other. They're kind of hidden by pipes. The gators are too fucking massive to get in there because the pipes are lower to the ground. So they're trying to figure a way to get out of there. They're running out of time because it's Category 5. Hurricane hit and everybody's evacuated from this area. It's just them. They have nobody there to help them. And I really love Scodelario in this film. I thought she did an excellent job playing the main protagonist. I thought she was badass. They had their dog with them, so right there, I'm like, fuck, the dog's gonna die. The gator's gonna eat the dog. And I don't want to say anything or ruin the ending or anything like that. But it was just very terrifying being in that situation. If you're thinking, as an audience, putting yourself in that situation, what would you do? I'd be fucked because I would just be freaking out if I see a gator. Adrenaline kicks in and it's all about survival, and you have to do what you have to do to survive. And I really love the visual effects of this movie. I meant the alligators they have in this film, which there's a lot of them. They looked really well done. I mean, they looked real. They didn't look like CGI or visual effects, fake or, like Lake Placid, like how shitty that looked back, in the 90s, early 2000s, how bad that looked. They've come a long way in, CGI and visual effects, in 2019, and they looked absolutely real. I could not tell they were fake. They both went through hell in this movie. Lots of blood, lots of bones breaking and things happening to them, but them, kind of pushing it off like, this is about fucking survival. Fuck these gators. We're gonna kill them or get the fuck out of here. So they both went to hell and back in this film, and I thought that was really well done. I thought you could see how much pain they're in, but they're running out of time and they have to do what it takes to survive. And if you're a person like me that's definitely afraid of these, you may not have a good time at the movie theater. I actually had nightmares about this film. And like I said, it's rare for me for movies to get under my skin, and this movie definitely did, and I'm still thinking about it. And one of my favorite shots of the film is this shot of them in the kitchen. It's all flooded because of the water from the hurricane, and you see the fucking gators just break through the glass and they just come in through the upstairs of the house, and Haley's on top of the countertops and the kitchen table and trying to fight them off, and she goes in the shower, and the way they do the over the head shot of Haley in the shower, and the other side of the glass is the gator, and it comes in. It was just really awesome, a really beautiful shot. One of my favorite shots of the film. It's a movie that definitely got me interested, having Alexandre Aja attached as director, Sam Raimi producing that. A lot of the early reviews, the critics were praising this a great summer creature feature and one of the better horror films of the year, and I would definitely agree with them. And I love Scodelario and Barry Pepper playing the two main characters in this film, father and daughter. I think they did a great job of, being in this catastrophic event and being surrounded by gators, and it's all about survival. There's one scene I didn't really care for. It was like a heartfelt family moment. They're talking about, Haley growing up with her sister and their family being together. That's why the dad goes back to the house and the mom's gone. And that was unneeded. I don't think that really did anything for the story, because they're down in their crawl space having this heartfelt moment. There's the other side of the pipes are gators, so it's like not needed. That was really the only negative remark I had to say about the film. Everything else I absolutely loved. It's a film that gets straight to the point. Hurricane, gators, killing people. That's it. I mean, that's pretty much the plot of the movie, and they go to some really dark and scary places in this film. Survival and introducing these fucking vicious, scary, menacing gators. Ugh. Fucking hate those things. The whole visual effects team of setting up this hurricane in the sky and the winds and the rain and all the water and shit, it just looked very, very awesome. The whole set design of this movie is phenomenal. And it makes me realize, hey, I don't want to go down south or go out to the East Coast anytime soon. I'm going to stay right here inland in the Midwest. So overall, Crawl is one of the best films of the year, best horror films of the year, and one of the best films of the summer thus far in terms of horror. It will definitely get under your skin. It'll make you terrified. It'll make you not want to go down to Florida ever again. Really great performances, great story, really great pacing in this movie, great directing, great chemistry between the two main actors, and a movie I highly recommend. So I'm going to give Crawl a 4 out of 5 alligator hair pieces. Did you guys get a chance to check out the brand new Crawl movie? What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What's your biggest fear? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. This is Logan Myerz signing out from the sweet southern swamps of Florida. Fuck gators, by the way. Until the next movie review. Cheers!